Hello everyone, Banter Club Wrestling here. The Hall of Fame ceremony. I mean, I was very thrilled. I was very thrilled. Do well to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to our other channel for entertainment news. That's Source Code GH right here on YouTube. Um, Follow us on Twitter at GH Source Code. Um, so let's get straight into it. The WWE Hall of Fame. It was very epic for a show that um, was pre-taped, and it was about two induction years. That's 2020 and 2021. 2020, remember, because of COVID, they weren't able to have it. It even spoiled the plans of Mania. Mania was held at the PC, and they decided to combine both of them and do it this year, but they did it in a very unique way. Um, they gave about 1.5 hours to the 2020 induction inductees, and they gave the same amount of time to the 2021 inductees. Yeah. There were wrestlers present, employees present, families of the inductees present. It was a very good occasion, and you could see the smile on the faces in the time like this, and a time like this, and they've been honored in this big way, recognized for all their work over the years, the sweats, the blood, the tears, the pain, the injuries, the entertainment they gave us as wrestling fans. It was a good sight to see, and I watched the ceremony and was having smile all over my face. The 2020 um, inductees were consisted of NWO, Hulk Hogan, that's Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Cena and Waltman, which is S-Pac. And by the way, it was a relief, and it was very good seeing Scott Hall this good. He was looking very good over the past couple of months and years. We all know of Scott Hall's problems um, with health and all that, but he was looking very good, and I was very glad to see that. And it also consisted of Nikki and Brie, which is the Bella twins, JBL, who gave a very wonderful evil heel speech, and a lot of people were really, I mean, social media went wild for the Bella twins, Nikki and Brie. A lot of people were debating whether they should be it or not. Whether you like it or not, Nikki and Brie should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. I mean, they were gonna be it, whether you like it or not. Whether it's gonna be 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, them being in it now doesn't really change anything. I guess WWE decided to do that to honor them, because I think they are really trailblazing, and from what they did, if you look at their induction promo package, it tells you everything the Bella Twins did for the women's division, from the time they were there to the women's evolution, and their time on Total Divas and Total Bellas, bringing new eyes onto the wrestling product. And it was a very good sight. I really liked them being inducted. Their speech was also wholesome. They looked very good. And funny enough, Nikki Bella thanked John Cena as she was thanking people down the road that had helped her become who she is now. She really thanked John Cena, and social media went went buzzing. But I guess it's so good. Justin Thunder Lega, Davy Boy Smith, and well, if you don't know Justin Thunder Lega, he's a Japanese legend. He's a wrestling legend. Let me put it that way. He's a Japanese and wrestling legend, and this guy is one of the greatest ever to do it. WWE did well in inducting him. He has been in the wrestling business for over 2 decades, well over 2 decades, and I think, looking at him, you could see here he has really grown up really good. He looks really healthy, um, but still not to play, how would I put it, putting a downside into it, but you could see from the marks that he has really grown. He has really grown. He was really looking really old, which is natural, and it's still good to see that he was really looking that good. I mean, Justin Thunder, like absolute legend. David Boy Smith also was inducted in the 2020 ceremony. Celebrity William Shatner was also inducted. William Shatner, and the receiver of the Warrior Award for the 2020 was Titus O'Neil. So Titus really deserves it. I think Titus really deserves it. Titus O'Neil have been doing a lot over the past 3, 4, 5 years. He's just a good human. Titus O'Neil is just a good human, and I'm also glad he was inducted into the Hall of Fame with regards to the Warrior Award recipients for all his charitable deeds and raising money for kids and all that, putting smile on people's faces all over. So I really enjoyed that. The 2021 class of fame consisted of Eric Bishop, Molly Holly, Kane, The Great Khali, Rob Van Dam. Celebrity inductee went to Ozzy Osbourne, and the Warrior Award recipient went to Rich Herring, who has actually been at the backstage of WWE for more than 50 years. Can you imagine that? More than 50 years he has been in the WWE backstage conducting things. Everybody knows him, from Vince McMahon Sr. to Vince McMahon Jr. So just imagine that he was with Vince McMahon's Vincent McMahon's dad. Before he acquired the company from his father, and he has still been in the company up to now, and he is a very humble and gentle human being. All the wrestlers attest to that. Rich Herring being a very humble human being. So the Warrior Awards, I think WWE have taken a good path. They are really, the names that they put out there to receive the Warrior Award has been trailblazing, and everybody accepts to it. And one thing about it yesterday is that the IWC were not trash talking or being their normal self. The AEW, WWE, MLW, whatever you support, they were all supporting these legends. Molly Holly, very wholesome, very sweet. Her speech was touching, and everybody was happy Molly Holly was recognized. Kane, Rob Van Dam, Great Khali, big shout out to all of them. Rob Van Dam's speech was very good. Rob Van Dam absolutely legend and absolutely deserves the award. So is Kane, who ended the night with that fire pyro. So the award ceremony was really good. I really enjoyed it overall. WWE, they are the best in entertainment packages like this, and so I expected something like that from them. No crowd, but although there was no crowd, there were the family of the inductees and the wrestlers of WWE and others were also were there. So it was a very good experience, and I enjoyed it the most. I hope you enjoyed it too. We'll be giving you our thoughts on NXT Takeover Stand and Deliver. After tonight, I'm predicting it's going to be a very good show, an A-star show, pay-per-view of the year contender. Let's forget about WrestleMania for a bit, but NXT dudes, these dudes put everything on the line when they get to Takeover. Takeover is basically the best pay-per-view in wrestling, and nobody can deny that. If you deny that, then that means, well, of course, the IWC have their stance and where their allegiances lie. But you can't deny NXT of an amazing brand that they are when it comes to pay-per-view delivery. So we'll be giving our thoughts and our grades of the matches on Takeover Stand and Deliver Night 1 tomorrow after tonight's show, and we'll give our predictions on Night 2 tomorrow, also before tomorrow evening's show. So stay with us, subscribe to this channel, share it, leave a comment, tell us what you think we should add to the channel, tell us what we did wrong that we can improve. We're here for you as fans of wrestling. We all love wrestling, and I hope you enjoy NXT Takeover. You enjoy WrestleMania week. I hope you enjoy WrestleMania.